What's going on, everyone? Gelman with Wellthy Stocks back with another Moderna update video, ticker symbol MRNA, where we take a look at how Moderna stock traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Moderna stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Moderna are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record and we will get right into the video. So Moderna had a nice green day, up $7.40 on the day, up about 6%, a little more in the after hours. So not a bad day for Moderna stock, but it has sold off, right? So I know I haven't made regular Moderna update videos, but at one point we were back here in the 180s. We pulled back, and then we have been selling off. And I want to share that a lot of that is the overall market selling off, right? So it's not Moderna being a terrible stock. A lot of kind of growth companies, not well-established companies, which Moderna is still a relatively young company, have been selling off this past month due to a couple reasons. The first one being the increasing bond yields. And what that does is it gives investors an opportunity to, take their money out of the stock market, invest it in the bond market, and get a yield that is similar to the S&P as yields start to go up, right? So if the yield's 1.6%, and the dividend yield on the S&P 500 is also about 1.6%, then you're essentially getting the same return risk-free. Now, granted, S&P does go up in value and such, but we're talking about pure yield perspective here. And we've also been really hardly pulling back, and so Moderna was a part of that, right? So let's take a look at how it traded today. Decent day for Moderna stock. It's in the 130s. Bounced off of our 126 level and pretty much pushed up. So not bad there. But if I do the 5-day chart, we'll see kind of the swings that it has had, right? So what we'll see is, we were in the 149s, we sold off, we bounced off of the 125s, we briefly broke below it, and then now we, are pushing up above it. So let's talk about future levels of support, future levels of resistance. Before I do that, I want to cover a couple things. So today was a great day, and part of that was because of the bond yield dropping to 1.55, as I talked about, from the 1.6 that we had a week ago. And the other is that the coronavirus stimulus is going to the House tomorrow, and people are expected to get those stimulus checks in the mail, and a big part of that actually, so there's this article here that talks about different investors and what they're planning on doing with it. And 18 to 24-year-olds are planning on putting 40% in stocks. 35 to 54-year-olds are planning on putting 37% in stocks. And the 55 and above said they're only putting 16% in stock. But when you add all that up, that means $150 billion with a B could be flowing into the stock market from the stimulus, right? So that's a lot of money flowing in, a lot of demand that could be coming in, which could therefore, drive stock prices up, which is great news for us. Another quick thing that I wanted to cover Moderna specific is that they reached a supply deal with Philippines for 13 million vaccine doses. Great news for us, right? Anytime they can have new deals, Moderna stock, it's great for Moderna stock in the long term because it increases revenue and hopefully increases their profits as well. So wanted to quickly cover that. I think that this has, this is what I wanted to share. So they could order an additional 7 million doses, which again, more revenue down the line. Remember that Moderna is expected to do between 11 and $13 billion in revenue this year. So every kind of order we can add to that is good for Moderna because it could potentially push that number up a little bit more. This is another article that I wanted to cover, and that's actually really, really cool. They were named Fast Company's most innovative company for 2021, and the reason for that, it was a tie with Pfizer BioNTech, because they created the mRNA vaccines against COVID-19. So as you guys know, that's been kind of a game changer, right? We have really effective vaccines, and we're talking record time from the time that they caught the virus to the time that they injected someone with the vaccine to the time that we got it approved. And they've also got 24 other programs in their developmental pipeline. We've talked about this in previous videos, anything from the flu, cancer-related stuff, other therapeutics. So great potential for Moderna. It needs to really make progress on those, but hopefully we see that happening in the near future, and that's great for us as stockholders. So where are we headed next here? Well, on a support and resistance level perspective, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another line here for us at the 121 level, which is kind of where we bounced yesterday. But other than that, from a support level perspective, right, we've got 126 as our first level of support, which is kind of where we bounced off of today, and then 121.60s is the next level. And on the upside, right, what I'm looking at is a push towards 136, push towards 145. But the key here, right, not 136 and 145, right, those are levels that I'm looking at. But the big key here, as you guys know, if you've watched me for a little bit, let me hide all drawings here, is this 89 EMA, you guys. As you can see, the past 4 days, we were trying to get above it, close right below it, or excuse me, right at it, about a couple cents above. Here we closed 6 cents above. So here we closed a little bit above, here we closed a little bit above. Finally, with the sell-off that happened on Monday, we broke below it. And today we actually tried to push up, but if you see here at the top of the candle, we actually got rejected. We were not able to make it above. So now it's been 2 days that we've closed below the 89 EMA. And if you guys have followed me for a while, the reason the 89 EMA is really, really crucial is because when we had this pretty nasty sell-off going from, you know, the 180s down to kind of the low 100s, we bounced before that 89 EMA, right? That was what I was talking about, the 55 EMA and the 89 EMA. We broke below this line, but we actually ended up turning around before this line. That line, the 89 EMA, is really crucial because to me, it's that last line of support for a stock to turn around. And so what I really want to see, and it's not just Moderna, right? So I'm not saying that Moderna is the only one. A lot of stocks that I cover are below the 89 EMA because of the massive sell-off that we've seen over the past 2-3 weeks. So it's nothing to super worry about, but at the same time, you know, I'm closely watching that level in the 130-192 to make sure that we can capture that. Once we can capture that, establish our base, hopefully we push up towards the mid 140s and eventually 150. We do have a lot of resistance coming up. As these lines show, I'm not going to cover all of them, but you're welcome to, you know, note for yourself depending on kind of what your entry and exit prices are. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can capture the 89 EMA soon, which is 130-192, so it's not too far off, but we did get rejected from it today, so hopefully we see that. And then if the market stays strong, right, we can hopefully reach 135 soon and then make a push towards this 145 level. As you guys know, I had a full position around the 113 mark. I sold a third of my position at 145 because that's what my goal was. I sold another third in the high 170s. And then I think I sold a little bit 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago because I was trying to get into a different stock and I needed buying power. But I do have probably like 15-17% of my original position. So I don't have a huge position in Moderna right now, but I continue to hold it because I do see the potential. And once I can see a clear indication, I might consider adding a little bit on the way up. So RSI is looking good too, right? We were getting close to that oversold level at 30. Right now it's at 38.92. So hopefully, you know, we see more green, we see strongness in the market. If you see any of my other videos, you know what I'm talking about when I talk about the QQQs and what I'm looking for in the S&P 500 with the overall markets. So feel free to check that out in any of my other videos today. But yeah, that's all I had for you guys. Hopefully we see some green. I know it's been selling off for a little bit. And it's, you know, we basically had a huge push down, huge run up, and now we saw a decent run down again. So hopefully we make higher highs and not drop further like we did last time. So that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop that like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on Moderna are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.